Hello everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome to your reading. So in today's reading, we're going to look at what important information about a situation that you're dealing with or going to deal with does your highest self want you to know. And then we'll find out what its advice is on that. Okay, so what important information about a situation does your highest self want you to know? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be pulling randomly 3 cards from this oracle deck for the piles. And then you'll either use your intuition or some other way. So we got that one already, that one, and that one. All right, so what do we have? For the pile number 1, we have Inner Voice, number 28. Inner Voice, so like listening to your intuition. That's pile 1. Pile 2, we have Soul Craft, card number 10. And this is a 10. When you break it down, it's 2 plus 8 is 10. So they're both 10s. New, fresh beginnings by listening to your intuition and using whatever skills and abilities that, like the gifts that your soul had come in with. And then we have Creative Space, number 38. That adds to 11, which is a master number, and it breaks down further to number 2, which is all about balance, right? Creative Space, finding the balance and being able to be in between your heart and mind and being able to be in that creative space. When you're focused on the present moment and you got your emotions under control, your mind is under control and focused on peace, serenity, and healing, then you actually enter into your energy, enters into that creative space where you can basically create whatever your desires are, manifest and so forth and so on. So those are the 3 piles, and if you can't use or don't want to use your intuition to choose a pile, let's look at a number, a couple of numbers here. You got 1 and 5 for pile number 1. So 1, 5, 15, 51 can be translated into some kind of number that means something to you. 2 and 4 for pile number 2. And then we have 3 and 6 for pile number 3. And if that's not what you want to use to choose your pile, we've got the zodiac signs. So a zodiac sign of your own sign or somebody important to you that you're interested in. We have 4 there. You can pick their zodiac sign, so forth. Okay, so pile number 1, we have Scorpio, Leo the lion. We have Cancer, and we have Capricorn. Okay, pile number 2, we have Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Okay, pardon me. And pile number 3, we have Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Sagittarius. Okay, so that's what we've got. Let me get the dust particles off here. That's what we got for the 3 piles. Take your time, and I will be back in a flash. Okay? Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this Inner Voice card, number 28, which breaks down to a 10, which is a 1 for a new beginning. Okay, and it's about, inner voice is your intuition, listening to your intuition, and so that you may be actually intuitively realizing that a new beginning is on its way to you. Okay, that there is a new beginning. Something is beginning for you. Something is happening for you very, very soon, is what I'm trying to say. Because what we're looking at here is what important information about a situation either you're facing now or you will be facing, that your highest self wants you to know. And later we'll look at what its advice is about this. So if you didn't choose this pile number 1 with your intuition, you chose it rather by looking at a number. We had numbers 1 and 5. So however you wanted to arrange it, to work it into what resonates in your life. So it could be a birth date, like the 15th of the month, or the 1st of the month, or the 5th of the month. So far, you're turning 51, or you're turning, well, it wouldn't be 15 because I don't do readings for, my readings don't go to teens. So 51, and so whatever that works for you. And if it wasn't your intuition or numbers, you had chosen through your zodiac sign, and we have Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, and Capricorn. So those are the 4 zodiac signs for this reading. Okay, now these are the decks I'm going to be using, and I'm going to start off with pulling a major arcana to start this reading. What important information about a situation does your highest self want you to know? Okay, and as always, let's pull a tarot card that is going to help clarify the major arcana's position in your reading. Then a few more oracles. And I don't know if you watched my readings from last week. I talked about this story card deck by Kathy Nichols. It's, like I said, I love the Lenormand. This is becoming a quick, it's equal to what I think I like about decks, about tarot card decks and so forth. I really, really like this because we can tell a story with this. So I'm going to pull 6 cards, and the tarot deck is just to help fill in the blanks if we need them. Okay, so what is the story about for pile number 1, Archangel Michael? All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what they represent is, they represent the main issue or character is number 1. Number 2 is the conflict. 3 is the past. That's the middle card. 4 is the present. 5 is the future. And then the resolution is the 6th card. We may or may not look at it that way because I'm using this deck for the first time in our tarot card reading. So we'll see how it works out, what how the process will evolve, trusting it. Okay, so the first one is a major arcana. We have the Emperor. Wow, look at that. The Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor is somebody very, very significant. Of course, they're like the divine masculine. And with the inner voice, you may be sensing that you're going to be hearing from or meeting up with your divine masculine, if it's a twin flame thing, or just somebody who has evolved into their emperor energy from what they were before, whether you knew them or not, okay, before. So what's the clarification? We have the Tower card. Okay, it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise. Now, it could come in the way of a surprise that you're not really happy to get, but I don't sense that at all. What I sense is that it's a happy surprise. With the inner voice, this is a situation that your higher self wants you to know about. And if the Tower card is more feeling unpleasant or negative in nature, let's just say the cards will tell us more. Okay, so what's the next one? We have silence. So inner voice and silence, they kind of go together, don't they? Yeah, you have to enter into mental silence in order to be able to hear that still quiet voice inside you. And then we have, it's a lesson in surrender and trust. So trusting your inner voice, trusting your inner self, trusting that still small voice that you would hear if you do allow your mind to become calm and quiet during any time of the day. It doesn't matter, even during your night sleep, during your dreams and stuff. But if you're a meditator, or you're into yoga or some other practice that helps you center your mind, so that you're centering your energy, so that your mind is quiet and your emotions are not in the picture, kind of thing. And that's where you will start being able to hear the messages of your highest self, which is the important information about a situation your highest self wants you to know right now. Okay, so let's look at the story. Let's see what the story is. We have well-being, happy, well-being. You may not be able to see that, but it says well-being. But being happy in your heart. The birds are singing, tooting away. The flowers are in the trees. It's a lovely day. That is the issue, or the main issue or character. So it's a happy issue. So there you go. This is a happy tower, a pleasant one where you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Now we know for sure. You're releasing the, letting the bird go free, right? But the balloon is like, when you let it go, it just floats off into the sky, and where it lands, no one knows. But you're just going to release it. It's kind of like having a thought form, a way of thinking, a pattern of thinking, maybe perhaps negative thinking that you have released, because you've got yourself centered, you've got yourself well-rounded, balanced, listening to your inner voice. You spend time in silence, and this has been a lesson of surrender and trust, like you're surrendering that balloon, right? And so that you can find your balance in a sense of well-being, mental, emotional, and physical well-being, where your heart, you're just feeling happy, and in comes the Emperor then, right? Let's see, waiting. Yeah, it seems to me that you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this to come in. So it's either somebody you don't know or somebody you do know. The person that you know may not necessarily be someone you've had a relationship in the past. It could be just somebody that you know from work or school, or just in general through friends, and just having met them briefly possibly, but you've had it just felt like a really great connection in that moment, and you just became curious of the person. You want to know them more, want to know more about them. So you've been waiting till the time comes where you're able to take that next step towards entering into a relationship with this person, if it's possible, to see if it's possible, right? Or if it's it could be somebody new, brand new, that you haven't even met yet. You've been waiting to meet somebody who is going to tick your clock, kind of thing, and make you feel very, very happy, and free of being maybe alone, free of being having been stuck in a certain situation or relationship, that someone else comes along and it feels like you're there. It feels like, because you've met this person, that it somehow releases you from either past unpleasant experiences, relationship experiences, or it's from something that you're in right now. It's kind of like you had no reason to leave a relationship other than you weren't happy, and you've decided, with new love on the horizon for you, a new interest, that it somehow makes you want to release yourself from that relationship now. Okay? If it's somebody from the past that you've been in a relationship with before, they've and of course your new person, or the person that you're that you've already met but you haven't had a relationship with, these three scenarios, right? If it's brand new person you haven't even met, or it's somebody you've met and you haven't had a relationship with, or it's somebody from the past that is coming back. But you've been waiting, and you've been feeling, having an inner sense that they are growing with the two of you not in contact, and being a distance from each other, to whatever extent that would be for you. You've been knowing, like that inner knowing, that's just something that's tickling you, like niggling at your spidey senses, saying, I just feel like this person has been growing. Maybe you've been able to keep an eye on them through social media, and it's kind of like you see them differently than you ever seen them before. This is a person from the past that you've had a relationship with to some extent. But yeah, it is for any situation, either one of the situations. It's about getting connected with your inner self, so that you can learn information that wouldn't otherwise be available to you. You'd have to guess it. And when we guess, it's generally wrong when we guess. So that's where the assumptions come in, and the assumption is we don't want to assume, because it's never really, it never seems to be whatever we assume to be. So when we listen to our inner voice, though, and we trust it, have faith in it, that's when we start getting information that is like, it is the truth. It's just a matter of you waiting, being patient. Look at that. See that? It looks like she's outside of a building here, and she's looking down the street. She's waiting for somebody to arrive. Okay, so it's just a matter of divine timing, basically what that boils down to. So you are in a really good space, head space, heart space, well-being, happy now, because you have been listening to your inner guidance, and you've realized that whatever it was that you experienced before, whether it's with a past person that you've had a relationship with and that they are coming back, or it's somebody that you've been with, or past relationships you've been with, that other people that you've been in a relationship with but they're not coming back, they're just relationship experiences that you had that didn't end well, weren't so great, whatever. You are now circumventing, by navigating through your life, by listening to what your heart is telling you now. And your heart is telling you that this was all about learning to surrender the pain, the hurt that you experienced from this past person that's coming back, and from other or from other relationships they're not coming back, but they're just bad experiences. That whether it's the person you've met and would like to get to know better, or it's a person you don't even know yet that's coming into your life in the Emperor energy. Okay. That's who those two scenarios talked about right now. But it's about learn a lesson of surrendering that past pain from other relationships, so that you can open up your heart, open up your mind to a brand new, which would be a brand new either scenario, because you haven't had a relationship with either the person you've met briefly and would like to get to know better, or someone you haven't met yet. So, and then it's the same with the past person coming back. You had to let go of the pain and the hurt they caused you in the past in order for them to actually grow and develop. And on top of that, you growing and develop. So you've gotten yourself into a balanced place where you're actually able to forgive. You may not forget, but you're able to forgive and reopen your heart to that love. Being available again to love. So that love, when love comes knocking on your door, you actually open the door and welcome it in. So then we have unity. Well, that's kind of like the Two of Cups, right? Unity, can you see that? It says unity. So yeah, and it's all this emotion, like Piscean emotion, water, Cancer, this emotion just swirling around, kind of like, if you think of the Wizard of Oz. Is it Wizard of Oz with Dorothy, right? It wasn't water swirling around, it was the air, right? So that's what lifted up her little house, and she was thrown into chaos for a bit, swirling around like this until she landed. And I think she landed on a witch, right? I don't remember the story, but yeah, this is the emotions were swirling around because you're ready. It's like it's swirling around, saying, you know, I am in that energy of the vortex of love now, just swirling around in the energy of vortex of love. I'm ready. It's just a matter of this waiting, the divine timing. And then we have a surfer. So is there somebody that you know who likes to surf? Now, it may not be surfing the water, like the ocean waves. It could be surfing the net. Somebody you met online, it could be that. Or it could be somebody you know from a land where they're surrounded by water and they love to surf. Yeah. Surfer person. Okay, so surfing the net or surfing the ocean. They might just be the type of person where they ride the waves kind of thing. They just like, they're kind of like, they're not the type of person, if you think of a surfer person, right? They're not the type of person who's tied down, who follows traditional norms. Like you wouldn't see the Hierophant out here for this person if they were describing the person as traditional. No. They are very contemporary, even different than contemporary. They're just doing their own thing. You couldn't really put a label to them. But yeah, they're easygoing. They just surf from one day to the next, one moment to the next, one town to the next, one beach side to the next beach side, that kind of thing. They're loose and they're friendly. They're the type of person who is not going to be tied down to anything unless they want to be. And this is telling me, okay, so we've got, hang on a second, we've got one is the issue, happy, well-being. Two is the conflict. So it took you some time to figure out that it was time you needed to release some old pain and old hurt. 3 is the past. So the waiting, so I forgot about this, right? So the waiting is over. That's the past. The present is unity. It's time. The two of you to come together. And this is the future. That the two of you are going to be surfing the net together. No, but feeling, just feeling free. Feeling free. Like you think think about the surfer attitude, the person that likes to surf, rides the waves. The two of you are going to be emotionally encapsulated. You're going to be riding the waves together, emotional, right? Emotionally, you're going to be on the same page with each other. You both are going to enjoy surfing together in whatever shape, form, or metaphorically that means to you, okay? So this surfer energy is something that says, I am free, I'm easy, I'm not tied down, and I really, truly enjoy, I'm in love with the waves. I'm in love with the ocean. I'm in love with being able to have that kind of control over the wave, the ocean, even if it's just for a small moment in time. But yeah, it's about the two of you being on the same page and finding that balance where you both are going to be feeling very, very emotionally stable, because you have to be when you're a surfer, right? Emotionally stable and balanced together, because this is unity. This is you coming together with somebody. And what's the resolution? Let's find out. We have metamorphosis. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that the two of you, and I'm going to put this here because you may not be able to see it, but the two of you are transforming because of the two of you have transformed separately, okay? Whether it's a past person coming back, somebody you like to know better, someone you haven't met at all. The two of you have been transforming, changing, evolving, right? Separately, you, them, have been evolving, growing, finding that emotional and mental clarity, emotional balance between your heart and your mind. You're listening to each other. You're feeling good and ready and happy. You've released all the muck and the mire from the subconscious mind that was pushed down through hurt and pain. You've released all that negative patterns of thinking and unforgiveness. You've been waiting, and this is in the past. You've been waiting for love to come knocking back on your door again because you opened your heart, and that love is coming in the form of the union, right? Unity. And the two of you are going to be riding waves together, metaphorically or quite literally. You know, of course, talk about the internet as well. You might be needing to spend some time, if depends on what the distance is between you, on getting to know each other through Skype or Messenger or something, right? FaceTime, whatever. You may need to, and you might spend time playing games together online or doing crossword or what other things that where you you play a game with one or two or more people, right? But it's a metamorphosis. The two of you really changed separately, and then the beautiful butterfly will be like you were just earth-dwelling caterpillars at one time, and then as you spent your time cocooned and healing, you were now ready to emerge from your cocoon, and that's opening up your heart, right? Emerging from the cocoon, so that you and your person, whoever that is to you, can come out as beautiful butterflies. You're just metamorphosed into a beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful, beautiful people right here. Happy, well-being, and this whole idea of this person showing up or contacting you, showing up or contacting you is going to be a lovely, lovely surprise for you. Lovely one. Let's find out what Tarot has to say about your story. This is a beautiful story, pile number 1. What do we have, Archangel Michael, for a little bit more information? Okay, you have temperance, balance. Talk about balance. 2 jugs, filling one, pouring out the other into the little pond there, with your foot stuck in the pond, one on ground. Balance, healing, healing. It's just going to be a beautiful tempered relationship. Pardon me, keep hitting the camera. Metamorphosis energy. What else we have? The star. It's a wish fulfillment. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful, I love this for you guys. It's beautiful. Wish fulfillment. And what else? The 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, you've been feeling left out in the cold because, of the energy of a mental imbalance, and I don't mean that in any kind of mental health way. Mental imbalance just means that we've got more negative thinking going on than we have that balanced weighing positive hope and feeling optimistic, that kind of thing. So there was a time where you're feeling that perhaps life has slipped by, left you out of the love triangle or the love loop, whatever. You have overcome that. You are no longer going to be feeling as though you are looking in on others who are enjoying these beautiful romantic relationships or great friendships, whatever it is to it. Doesn't have to be romantic, but the two of you together, whether friends or romantic, you make a really great combination. The unity, right? Same page, right? The same page. Beautiful, changing. That your lives moving forward is going to look so different than you've ever known before, that you're not going to recognize your life, and you're going to say, pinch me. That's what you're going to do. You're going to say, pinch me. I feel like I'm totally in a different world now because of this relationship. I am now somebody that I don't necessarily recognize fully, but I love it, right? I love myself. 10 of Cups. And it's happily ever after. Yes, it's happily ever after. All right, and then it's the Knight of Swords. So they're coming in to talk to you. This is communication. It's going to come in swiftly, but tempered with the Temperance card. But the fact that they're coming in, they're going to be talking to you in a way that you're going to feel, you're going to be open to it. You're going to feel like you're abundant, you're happy to hear from them. Happy, and they're not going to want to ruin that in any way, so they're going to be choosing the words quite carefully, even though they're coming in. They've got something to say. They need to tell you something. They need to maybe confide in you about something, to confess to you about something. Maybe they are going to, I don't know, want to tell you why they've been gone for so long, no contact, or if it's people that you haven't had a relationship from before, that person is coming in to tell you that they have, they've seen you, you may not have seen them, like with the person that you haven't met yet, that they've seen you, and that they feel like the two of you would really be, hit it off and really have a good partnership together. Let's date. Let's go out and have some fun. You're the type of person where I could see having a family with, if you're in those years, or just see having a happily ever after with, right? You've both been feeling left out in the cold for your own reasons, and now the two of you are no longer, you're going to be coming together. You're going to be feeling very, very full, abundant and blessed with love, so much love, because 10 is like gigantic. 10 is the in excess of that energy. So 10 of Cups, it's lots of love that you're just going to be, you're going to be swirling around in, just feeling like love is lifting you up. Love is lifting you up. It's a beautiful story, guys. So that's what your highest self wanted you to know, is that it's happening. It's coming in. It's going to be a surprise. This person is an Emperor energy person. And whether it's somebody from the past, they've evolved. They're not the same that they were before when you met them and had a relationship with them before. But you've never been able to get them off your mind. They haven't been able to get you off your mind, but you lived separate lives for quite some time, or a couple of years, or whatever it is. And through that time, the two of you have been growing and evolving, and now you're both ready, because you decided to let go of pain and sorrow and hurt, right? It actually instigated, especially if this is divine masculine, you're the divine masculine, is divine feminine, you actually instigated their evolvement. Because whatever goes on with the divine feminine or vice versa goes on with the other one. So if you're growing and evolving and releasing pain and sorrow and cleaning your whole psyche up, your whole subconscious up, and learning to listen to your inner voice, in order to do that you have surrendered and trusted the process of that. They say, if you build it, they will come, right? If you build yourself, if you construct your new self, the ones that match it will come into your life, come back into your life, or just show up in your life. Okay, because you become that magnet for the good stuff now that you were in, like kind of in the back in the day for whatever relationships you were in before, whether it's that person that hurt you or it's just other relationships that you've had, that they've hurt you, that relationship hurt you, is because you weren't balanced yourself. You were vulnerable and then, resolute about something, your way of thinking, your belief systems, your attitude, stuff like that. You weren't nicely balanced, where you were able to have that inner knowingness and inner core of having that sense of faith, trust, and calm and peace, right? You didn't have that yet. All this pain and sorrow that you've experienced with these life relationships from before, they were there to teach you to find that inner core. That inner core, that's that safety, that security, that faith, that trust, that peace, that calm, that harmony that's there within our inner selves, that is what we are inside. And so it was all about a lesson in surrendering and trusting that there is more goodness for you to be had in this world. But you have to learn to trust yourself first, which is that inner voice, that inner self. Learn to trust and listen to the inner self. And you've done that. And because you did it, they've done it. That's with the past person. Now, with a person that's coming into your life, whether you've met them already now and haven't had a relationship with them or haven't met them yet, it's the same thing. Whatever past sorrow and pain they were experiencing in relationships, that taught them to let go, to release, and to surrender and to heal as a result. Temperance is all about healing. The wish fulfillment, this is balance, and this is a wish that's being filled. Okay, it's being fulfilled. This is going goodbye. 5 of Pentacles, that's like in the past, that's the winter. You're in the spring now with new life, with the cup, 10 cups of love coming your way, and that person wants to reach out and communicate with you so badly. Fastest knight in the deck is the Knight of Swords. Now there's controversy in the tarot world with readers about what's the fastest knight. If you think of it this way, swords is air, right? Swords is air energy. They sometimes say that the Knight of Wands is the fastest knight. The Wands is something that's solid and very, very matter filled. It's heavy, right? It's heavy. Wands is action. It's action. It's taking action. It's actually moving your feet, your legs, and your arms, things that are made of matter, right? Physical matter. Heaviness. That is not that you can throw a wand and it can be fast, depending on how strong and capable you are in throwing and what weight the wand is, and so forth and so on. But the point here is that the wand is something physical. It's what the sky is physical too, but it's made up of air molecules, right? And wands are made up of particles of matter, like much more matter, heavier, denser matter. So just with that, it tells you right there that the sword, and which also represents thought is something you can't see, right? Unless you document it somewhere. But thought is like air. It just happens. We can telepathically communicate with others through, the ethers, right? Which, can we see the ethers? No, some of us I guess can, but really, no, we can't. But we sure can see a wand. We sure can see someone taking action. So the point is that with the swords being about thought and air energy, they are definitely the easiest to move. They are the fastest to move. Think about wind, right? How fast wind can move and what wind can do as a result. Mother Nature and its fury kind of thing, like Dorothy. So yeah, definitely the Knight of Swords is the fastest horse in the deck, the fastest knight in the deck. Okay, so they are coming in quick, and they have so much to tell you. They want so much to tell you, whatever it is that they have on their mind, their thoughts. They want to tell you all this stuff, and it's going to be like they're going to like pour it out. But they're going to be very, very aware of what they say and how they say it. Okay, because they're trying to attract you, for one thing. If it's somebody that you would like to have a relationship with, you haven't had it before, they're going to try and attract you. They're not going to be trying to woo you with saying silly things or things that would be otherwise concerning, right? Not so pleasant to hear, whatever, or you know, it's a warning red flag that they start saying stuff. With someone from the past, it's the same thing. They want to come in and they're going to choose their words wisely, but they've got a lot to tell you, just put it that way. Okay, so let's find out what your advice would be from Spirit about this situation that you're facing or going to be facing very, very soon. So we have the Queen of Cups. lots of feeling good, love. The Hangman. Okay, she's playing with the pond of water, creating ripples. Okay, with new action, new ideas of taking action. She's sort of daydreaming, hanging out on that log that's crossing the pond. And we have the King of Cups. Well, the advice is hang in there. The two of you are a very perfect match, a great complement to each other. Queen and King of Cups. Oh my God, you can't get any better than that. This could very well be a divine masculine, divine feminine, a twin flame connection that you'll be meeting your divine masculine. And I only say divine masculine because the Emperor, it could be that, you know, you are the divine masculine, so take it as it resonates. Okay, but yeah, you have been, you know, sacrificing many things that you needed to let go of, even your time, you know, your patience. You've been sacrificing your patience, just waiting for this union, for you to meet somebody, to meet that person, or for that person to come back. You've been hanging out and gaining a new perspective. Like that's both of you see. This came on either side. So both of you have been changing your mind about what a relationship should and shouldn't look like, you know, that kind of thing. Instead of just trusting the process, that when someone shows up on your door, and I mean that metaphorically, you're going to, if you don't sense any red flags, you're going to give it a chance because the divine brought them to your door. Okay, because they are in Emperor energy. They came to your door, so you can trust that the person that's showing up in your life very, very soon is a perfect match for you. Okay, that's the advice, so go for it. In other words, go for it. If you don't sense any red flags, then you shouldn't. But if you do, pay attention to them and know that that person that's come to your front doors, your door is still not the King of Cups. It's just somebody else that's kind of floating around, you know. They may not be your King of Cups, your Emperor, all right, or Queen of Cups, your Emperor. All right. So that's what we got for you today. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's free, and you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. Otherwise, take care, guys. Till next time, bye-bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this card of Soul Craft, number 10, that breaks down to a 1, which again is a new beginning energy. Okay, so you put something to an end and you are starting something anew. So whatever that situation is for you, because we're talking about what important information about a situation either you're facing now or about to, that your highest self wants you to know. And then later we'll look at what the advice is from your higher self about it, okay? And if you didn't choose this pile with your intuition, you chose with a number. So you got numbers 2 or 4 or 24 or 42. Maybe you're 42 this year, or you're 24 this year, or you got 2 or 4 as a lucky number, or birth date, or license plate number is on your license plate, or someone else's that you're interested in, who knows, whatever it is, right? So it'll be right for you if you chose it by the number, and if not, you chose it with your zodiac. And we've got the zodiacs here. We've got Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, and Aquarius. All right, so those are the 4 zodiacs, and we're going to pull these oracle cards, starting with the major arcana. What does it want to tell us today? What major energy wants to show up today for pile number 2? This one, we got strength. Okay, why did I turn it over? No clue, but there we go. All right, and let's find out from the tarot what is going to help clarify the strength card. All right, that's the one. We got the Fool. That's a new beginning. Talk about new beginnings, right? There's the Fool. Very good. All right, and then a couple more oracle cards. What one wants to be seen? That one. Okay, Archangel Michael, what one of this oracle wants to be seen? All right, and then this is the story card deck. If you've watched my video from last week, you'll know that I talked about the story card deck, that I said is fast becoming one of my favorite decks, right alongside the Lenormand. I'm not sure whether I'll like the Lenormand better or this one better, but this is the first time I'm using it. Well, besides for pile number 1, I've already used it, but you know what I'm saying. And then we got tarot to help fill in any blanks, but we're going to be pulling 6 cards from the story. Well, let's just do it right now, right? What am I thinking? And so the story card spread is like, the first one is about the issue, the main issue or character, and then number 2 is the conflict that that's part of the situation. Then number 3 card is the past, number 4 is the present, number 5 is the future, and number 6 is the resolution card. How will it turn out? How will it be resolved if it's a problem? So don't let me forget. I forgot last time. Okay, let's see. What is that story going to be? Wow, that's interesting. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll bring it up so you'll see it when the time comes, okay? And then we'll have the tarot later. So as you see, we got 10 for soulcraft. So whatever your soul came in with, this the sensibilities, the abilities, the skills, and whatnot. What is kind of like, what is it that your soul can do in this situation to make it be the best experience that you could ever have? Okay. All right, let's see then. Then we got the strength card, which is all about, look at that poor kitty trying to lift that great big weight, dumbbell weight. And it needs to muster up some strength to be able to do what it is trying to accomplish, right? The strength. And it's about this, a leap of faith, taking that step off the end of the earth there and just trusting in the process, a brand new beginning. You put something to an ending, like the number 10 here. Number 10 is the end, and it's a brand new beginning at the same time. So, well, 9's the end, but 10 is ushering in a brand new beginning. So that's what we have for that. And then we have judgment. Now, judgment is all about divine, you're listening to You're following your heart, you're following your calling. It's something is calling to you. It's a judgment call. You're making a judgment call. You're trying to make a decision about something that the divine is saying you deserve. You deserve it. So we know if the divine's telling us, it's not like you deserve, I don't know, a barrel of monkeys, as opposed to something that was really great. You know, maybe you would like a barrel of monkeys. I know I wouldn't, but anyways, it's going to be whatever it is that you desire is what you deserve to have, is what it's saying. And the divine is coming in here to say, look, you know, this one's telling this one, just do what you need to do because it's right for you. You feel it calling to you, so go for it. Just do it. Go for it and do it. Step off the ledge and trust the process. Find the courage to do that. Find the courage, the inner courage to do it because you deserve it after all. So what is it that you deserve? Well, I don't know. Let's find out. So the first card is, which is the main issue of the character, it's a box of rain. Yeah. Interesting. A box of rain. You know, talk about a barrel of monkeys, right? It's a box of rain. That's another thing you wouldn't want to experience, is a box of rain. It looks kind of, to me, it looks like incoming swords or wands, depending on which way you look at it. It's all about your perspective. But it's the main issue. There is something that has been filling up with rain is water, emotions. It's an emotional catch-all. Emotional catch-all, like a box, right? A box could be a barrel of rain, like the barrel of monkeys, but it's a box. But yeah, it's all about having, you know, when you're inside the box as opposed to looking outside of the box, it's being too emotionally involved, included, you know, too much rain inside the box kind of thing, too many tears, too many emotional hang-ups. There's been emotional hang-ups. You have been sort of feeling limited due to your emotional hang-ups, due to having certain emotional defined, emotional led beliefs and attitudes about whatever this situation is for you. Okay, so let's just keep going. We've got the conflict, which is Princess of the Borderland. Now, Princess of the Borderland is like somebody who is on the edge, right? Someone who is on the edge, and she's on the edge of this wheel here, and she's got transformation all around her. She lives in a tent, but the city's right across the field. So like she is the type of person who is like living on the edge, the border of emotional breakthrough. Let's just say this is you needing to allow yourself to break free of the box of emotional limitation, emotional limitation, but hang-ups, right? The emotional hang-ups of been hurt, been betrayed, been left out, being abandoned, being emotionally, you know, you're inside a box that says, I'm an emotional mess. If you're not saying that, you were just an emotional mess. You were, and you were finding it very, very difficult. So I was a mental health counselor, and when I talk to some of my clients, they just can't, they haven't been able to see enough clarity about their situation to be enlightened enough to say, I can do better, I can be better, I can have better, just as long as I start changing the way I look at things. As long as I keep looking at things from the same vantage point, which is from inside the box, isn't so great. I mean, like drowning in rain, drowning in tears, drowning in pain and sorrow. It's not looking so great. It's like you think that that's what your life is going to be like all the time, that you're just not going to be able to have any better experiences. So the conflict here is that, do I allow myself to get to the edge at least where I can see that I'm not alone, that there are others who are in my world that I can, draw strength from to help take that leap of faith, that take that move, that emotional move that says, I can be better, I can have better, that sort of thing. I don't have to stay inside my box of pain and tears. I can pull myself up and out so that I start at least sitting on the edge of the box with one leg over one side and one leg still in this, the box, inside the box. But you're on the edge where it's still feeling like the emotions are rocky, there's not enough balance, you could very easily fall back into the box again with someone saying just the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing at the right time or the wrong time, whatever way you look at that. And it throws you off again. It throws you into emotional chaos. And then the thinking starts all over again. That you just ruminate, oh, well, it happened because of that, it always happens. I don't attract better people, better situations, whatever the rumination, the thinking that's going around and around in the mind, that's where you were at. Okay, so let's find out what the past energy is in your story. We have well-being. So this showed up in pile number 1 story. So it could be that this has something to do with that. This will give you, pile number 1 will give you more information about your situation, if that situation in pile number 1 resonates with you. But yeah, the past is that you have already found your ability to get outside the box of this pain and sorrow, finding, the ability to release pain and sorrow enough by being on the edge of, should I stay in pain or should I allow myself to heal? And should I, go over across the field and allow these butterflies to guide me to release and asking for help, whoever it is that you would ask to help you find the strength and the courage to be able to, to really get off the edge now, and you're taking that leap of faith. Leap of faith, you're going to be off the edge, right? You look at Pooh Bear, he's looking up at this butterfly on his nose and he's taking his next step. He doesn't have a care in the world. He's got the sunshine and piglets with him, and he's got a little bundle of, just in case with him. Yeah, and so that's you. You're going to need others to help you. That's where this comes in. Other people, whether it's a mentor, a counselor, if it's not that, what do you call it? If it's not has something to do with professional people helping you, it's just a best friend, or to get out in the community and meet people at places that that you feel at home in or familiar with, that where you'll meet people who might become your best friend. Okay, and if it's not that, it's a family member. It's maybe you'll meet somebody else like who will become your significant other, but it's going to be somebody that you're going to need to help you to rise yourself up and put this in the past. Put this in the past where you're feeling happy. You're feeling happy, and your heart is feeling lighter, and you have that sense of well-being, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. At the very least, emotional well-being, because you're getting your mind straight, like saying, I don't need to stay in this energy forever. Yes, I deserve better. I deserve better, you know, and judgment is telling you this is what you deserve. This is in conjunction with each other. They are telling you deserve. Listen to the call of your heart. Prove to yourself that your soul has the ability and the skills of having what it needs to help your mind and heart be balanced. Okay? Because your soul is the driver, unless you're allowing fear and ego to drive. But that's where you were in the box of rain. All right? When you're pulling yourself out and you're on the borderland, on the edge of the box, and now getting your foot firmly planted on the other side where happiness reigns, and I don't mean, you know, rain, I mean driving rains, you're going to realize that your soul is the one that's really in charge of your life. Although we've allowed fear to be that driver of our chariot through life many times, we start growing and evolving, growing up in our realization and knowing that it's really the soul that's been at the helm the whole time. We have just been getting in the way. We've been getting in the way of the soul being able to do what it came here to do through your body, do what it came here to do. And when you allow that, you know, if you imagine your soul, what sort of things that your soul wants to do? Love, 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 love here, love there, love, 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 love. And what does love do? It's the highest vibrating frequency in this dream, this world, right? The universe. It's the highest frequency. Therefore, it's going to radiate. It radiates out from yourself, your heart, that then that becomes a magnet of what it's like. Loving experiences, loving people, loving opportunities are coming to you in tenfold, because you are now a magnet, because you getting yourself out of the way. You're a magnet. You're not blocking your soul from being able to do what it came here to do. Being a very soul crafty person, somebody who is going to, everything that you do and say is coming from the heart, from the soul. All right, you're creating this soul-filled life of yours. So let's find out then what the present energy is. It's longing. So you're longing for something. Let's find out what the next thing is. The future. Duality. You're longing, and this longing here is going to be, it's like, look at this. It's black and white, right? Duality. We have magnetism. Whenever you're in the dark, like in the negativity, you attract things that are scary. You attract things that are scary. Look at that hand coming out. You attract things that are scary with the bird of whispers of wisdom on the edge. And then when you're in the light, you are actually attracting metamorphosis as a butterfly. And you're attracting that which will transform your life. Okay, that's duality. So it depends. When you're in the dark, you literally are, because you're blindfolded. When you're in the light, you're just sitting there calmly. And when you're blindfolded in the dark, you're just like apprehensive, tense, that you don't know what's coming at you. But when you're in the light, look at how relaxed she is. She's got little red shoes on. She's relaxed, and she's watching the butterfly, which is what she's becoming, a beautiful butterfly. Okay, so that's the duality you've been longing for. I'm going to put it this way. You have been longing for that transformation. You've been longing to be able to become your more soul-filled self. It's something that you have looked at and said, you know, my life has been a box of rain. It's been a box of rain. It's been tumultuous at times, chaotic. It's been quite not what I would think that I would want to experience. You know, when I came in and became a person, I didn't grow up thinking I'm going to have a box of rain as for my life. I came in here thinking that I'm going to be well and I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have a life that's going to make me feel fulfilled. The birds are going to be singing. I'm going to be surrounded by beauty and nature. It's going to be beautiful, and the longing of my heart is to feel, to be free, to ride, to enjoy with the people around me. You know, again, it's like those buildings there. Is that you're in the center of it, but kind of on the fringe at the same time, where you're sitting there looking at these rides here, which is all about fun and enjoyment, you know, and it's all part of the city. It's all part of being involved in a community. It's being in connection with others that is going to help me to find the strength and the courage to be free, to actually do the things I want to do the things I want to do, be the person I want to be. I do not want to be living my life in basically the shadow with a blindfold on, with scary things coming at me. I can't see it, you know, I don't see it, but it's because of any negativity that I hold on to. That's exactly what I magnetize, that I draw to me as a result. So you do that, and then you've got metamorphosis. You definitely, you have to watch, because that came as a final result, a resolution. I mean, you can't go wrong here. This is pile number 1's card in the same position, okay? We had this one and this one in pile number 1. So she's looking at the butterfly that's transforming, which is her becoming that, right? And this is who you're transforming, you're metamorphosing. It's been very important to you to work on your well-being. This is what the situation is that life has been otherwise a box of rain for you, and you have decided that you deserve better, and that you are looking to what it is that you feel would be your best life. Not the life you have or had, but the life that you know you deserve to have. And that somewhere along the way, you know, you got a little misguided about this, that, or the other thing. Relationship issues, hurts, you know, people hurting you. It may not be a lover that hurt you. It could just be like your family. There's a lot of lessons to learn with your family, and it's caused you a lot of childhood trauma. And so it's this is the world, and this is the end of it. So if that's what you've been battling, been feeling challenged by, whatever the story is for you in your situation, maybe you're not working at a job that you'd love to be working at. Maybe you don't even know what you'd love to be working at. But in other words, you've realized that you just have not been there. You haven't got there yet. And why? You've been asking yourself, why? Why haven't I got there yet? And you've come to realize that maybe our thoughts do actually create our experience, right? So we've got the world there, that something has come to an end for you, and guess what? Come to an end to you. Do I have to tell you? Well, the box of rain, and you standing on the border, with one foot here, 1 foot there. It's the liminal space where you're between worlds kind of thing. You got 1 foot in one perspective and 1 foot in the another, a new bright and shiny perspective, one that actually attracts change, transformation, and love, because butterflies represent the divine and love, right? Because the change, a brand new beginning, a brand new you. Okay, so the new chapter in your life that you have started is all about you reaching out to others to help you navigate a better life for yourself. And we've got the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is that life has not been, you've been feeling life has not been fair to you. That life's been giving more to others than to you. That you've been breadcrumbed yourself. Where whatever your life situation is, family, friends, lovers, work, that hasn't really worked out for you for one reason or another, has to do with your emotional baggage, right? Your emotional baggage and being very, very drowned and lost in rain and tears and pain and sorrow and just negative experiences inside, living inside the box. You've decided to start looking outside the box because outside the box is really where your soul rules, is outside the box. Your soul rules that space or that paradigm outside the box. You really get to know, you really get to meet and become very intimate with your soul at the helm, because you decided to no longer be like everybody else and think inside the box. You're starting to think outside the box. You're becoming an outside, more abstract thinker. Through this, you are changing, you are metamorphosing, you're transforming yourself from an inside the box thinker to an outside the box thinker. And this is where you're going to feel like things are so much more balanced for you, and that the whatever you put out in energy, you're going to get back a reciprocated energy. You will put out whatever you put out, you get back. So it's like whatever your thoughts, that energy, like your thoughts do create your reality. So whatever kind of quality of thoughts you put out into the world every day, as soon as you wake up in the morning, that is the experience you're going to get in return. Is whatever you're thinking and whatever your attitudes and beliefs and opinions are, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you're starting to realize that you've got to change your thinking as soon as the start of the day, kind of thing, so that at least by the end of the day, you have a pleasant experience in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's feeling nice and tired and ready to go to bed and you fall asleep easily, which maybe not doesn't happen to you, because often you lay there and you just have these thoughts ruminating in your mind that's getting you all feeling anxious and worked up. But this time tonight, if you wake up in the morning, you have the type of quality of thought that it says, I deserve better than what I've been giving myself, that I have been experiencing. I deserve better, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do today to make sure that happens. And by the night time, when you're sitting there watching TV or whatever it is that you're doing, getting the kids ready for bed, you're going to start feeling like a sense of peace in your heart. It's going to come over you, and you're going to be saying, oh, that feels so good. Why do I feel so good? I just feel calm right now. I just feel so good right now. Boy, I sure could go to bed now and go to sleep. And then you go to bed and you lay your head down on the pillow, and next thing you know, you're out. You're out. No more ruminating that night, at least. So then you do it again. Do the same thing. Wake up in the morning and make sure that your mind is in the mind frame of being optimistic, hopeful, positive, and even thinking, looking at yourself in the mirror, straight into your eyes, straight into the pupil of your eyes, and saying, I love you. I love you so much. See if you can do that. Yeah, I love you so much. Don't look away. Do it like you're telling somebody else that you love them, because you really do love them. You want to look into their eyes, because it's like looking deep into the other person's soul. You're going to do that in the mirror. You're going to say, I love you so much, that you deserve to have better than what you've been giving yourself. So let's do it today. Yeah, and then get on with your day. And then you have the Six of, it's the Lover's card. Ooh. Well, this is a choice card, right? It's a choice card. If it's not has to do with anything romantic, it can be. But it has to do with the choice, right? Making a decision. Will I wake up and start thinking this way today, or will I make sure that I have this kind of thinking going on? And if you do wake up and you're thinking of someone else, something else that bothers you the day before, you try your very hardest to catch yourself right as soon as you can, and then change it. Do the 180 of the type of quality of thoughts that you're having. And then you'll change the experience of your day. And then we have, the Three of Swords. Yes, this is something to do with heartbreak for sure. You could be breaking your own heart, right? Because emotional chaos, turmoil of having hung on too long to some emotional pain. You could be breaking your own heart, not having the kind of life that you deserve to have. And therefore, you've been waking up and making a choice that the heartbreak is not needed anymore. I don't have to hang on to heartbreak. I can let heartbreak go. Okay, and then we have, what do we have? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you do that, and then next thing you know, the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, your fate is the transformation, right? This is the story, the end of the story, transformation. You're transforming your situation to become the kind of situation that you deserve to have, that the divine is telling you. And by the divine has been trumpeting and calling on you to look at things differently, to be your own somebody who supports you, to be your own supporter kind of thing, long enough to make that fateful decision to involve others in your story, to help you, people who want to help you, that will support you, to be very discerning about who you include in your life, because you're longing to join the community, to get back into the world from a new you perspective, and where you're going to have some fun rides, right? Getting on, it's not a roller coaster ride, it's a Ferris wheel ride. It's fun. You go to great heights and you come back down again. Yeah, and the ride takes you. You don't have to do it yourself. It's fun. So yeah, you definitely are longing to heal yourself, heal the heartbreak. And the Wheel of Fortune is because you've making the decision to be healthy and happy, that it's fated for you, that the wheel is turning in your favor, and you're going to have things that are going to come to you. It could be things coming back around to you that you may have missed out on before. And when it comes to this life, whatever is for you will be for you, but you may have passed it by with not realizing, not being in the right frame of mind. You didn't even see the door that was open when you walked by it, and that door was for you. But because you are, you're walking through your life, right? And you're going to continue to walk by these doors that are open there for you, whether you're going to be in the right frame of mind to see it or not is the question, the $64 million question. This time you're going to see it. Fate is, this is fortune and blessings are going to be raining upon you. Raining this time, but raining in not inside the box where it's going to drown you. It's on the outside of the box where it's freeing you. It's freeing you. Yeah, great things are freeing you. So this is a lovely story, guys. Really lovely story. This could be about a relationship, romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, but I think this is like, to me it feels like the Lover's card is you learning to love yourself, looking in the mirror. I love you so much that we deserve, or I deserve, to have a better life than I've been giving myself. So let's start that and let's do it today. Okay, and that's pulling the swords out of your own heart. Okay, and then you become a master manifester, an attractor. You started a brand new life. So let's find out what the divine has for your highest self, has for advice. Nine of Swords, excuse me. King of Wands and the Hangman. Yeah, all right. So what we got here is that, okay, remember how I said you'd be laying your head down and you'd be ruminating thoughts about what happened that day or the day before, and it's just leaving you feeling anxious and upset, where you can't just go to sleep. So you're losing sleep at night, which then it's a vicious cycle where if you haven't gotten your rest, your mind wants to automatically, by default, start thinking about the things that are negative, things that happened that day. Oh, well, it was because so-and-so did this or said that, or I did this and I, disappointed myself and made myself look like a fool, whatever it is. You be beating yourself up or beating someone else up in your thoughts, and it's not going to allow you to just peacefully rest your mind and go to sleep. So it's a matter of, with the King of Wands, it's a matter of taking charge and taking control of your life, right? Which is the divine is saying, your higher self is telling you that in order for you to overcome issues of rumination, of losing sleep at night, a bit of great stress, 9 of Swords, great stress, and not being in your well-being energy, it's a matter of you taking charge and being the knowing person that you are as a king. And whether you're feminine or masculine watching it, doesn't matter. The King of Wands is someone who's a doer. They take charge. They're so close to the Emperor energy, ruling their own empire, but they are very confident. You just be confident, and they trust, but they also are, in a sense, guarded, because they are going to, they're warriors, right? The King of Wands is a warrior, and he's got the shield and then the knife or the rifle, whatever. They are ready for combat. They are ready to take on anything. They really are, and they're always victorious. King of Wands, always victorious. Okay, so just step into your King of Wands, armor. All right, that frame, that thinking, that frame of mind, that emotional, mental balance of being courageous to step outside the box and take charge of your life. Just take charge, take control of it. Say, I am the one who is in complete control of my life, and no one can make me feel or do anything that I do not choose to feel or do, because everything that happens to me is as a result of what decision I made in my mind about whatever's happening to me, whatever I'm facing, whatever situation I'm in. So if I choose to look at a situation that I might have at another time looked at it as being, oh, that's terrible, and it's terrible, and that they're terrible people, and they should be, punished, and I want to punish them, so I'm going to say things back, I'm going to retaliate, I'm going to communicate in ways that is communicate in anger, to cut somebody down, to make them feel small, because they're trying to make me feel small. I'll retaliate. And remember, whatever you put out, you will get back. So if you want to experience people doing that to you, then that's what you're going to do, right? So if you don't want to have those kinds of experiences, you will be leading your thoughts and your behaviors, your actions, from a King of Wands. Like, I am confident, I'm victorious, I am ready to face anything, and I'm going to do it with a courageous mind, a strong mind that says, I am worth, I deserve it, I am worth having the best experiences and perspective that will bring me the most joy and happiness, right here, most joy, happiness, and fun, and enlightenment which then is all about me transforming, metamorphosing, right? I'm becoming the person I want to become. I am becoming the person I truly know I deserve to be and I want to be now. I have been letting myself have experiences for too long that have not added to my life. It's been trying to take from me. Whereas as long as I keep my mind on hope and happiness and well-being, forgiveness, whatever, love, I will transform my life. This is a matter of being whatever mindset you want to be in from the get-go as soon as you get up in the morning. Whether you're going to transform your life to make your life, because our thoughts do create our reality, to transform our life to the kind of life we want to experience. It's going to be full of success and optimism and confidence and being in charge, taking charge. People are going to follow me. They're going to follow me. When I'm in my king energy, they're going to follow me. I will be their leader. And that's the energy that you want to be in, is that I'm going to lead the next phase of my life. I am going to lead it by not having a care in the world, letting that old world of mine fall away, because I deserve a much brighter, more blessed, more abundant and prosperous world. New destiny. That is my destiny. That is my soul craft. Is my destiny is all about soul-filled living, so that I can experience the life that I deserve to have, that I'm meant to have, full of abundance, joy, prosperity, and love, peace and calm, happiness, harmony. And that's what you deserve. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, please give me a like and share, comment, and subscribe. It's free, and you can get notified every time I upload a new video when you subscribe. Okay, take care of yourself. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen card number 38, Creative Space. 38 adds up to 11, which is a master number. So when you're a master at the master energy, you do create, and we'll see what we're going to be creating here. Okay, in the creative space, you'd be creating space. You have a creative ability, whatever it is. Let's find out. And if you didn't choose this card through your intuition, you chose with a number. We have numbers 3 and 6. So you might be 63, you might be 36, or your favorite number is 3, or your favorite number is 6, or it's just a birth date for you, or on the license plate or an address, whatever it is for you. If you didn't choose your number, it was a zodiac sign. And we have Gemini, Virgo, Libra, and Sagittarius. Those are the 4 zodiac signs for this pile. All right, and these are the decks I'm going to be using. I'm going to find out what the major arcana, what's the major energy right there. Oh, we got 2. We got the Chariot and the Star. Wow. Okay, and what tarot card will help clarify, explain, describe these 2? Right, and a couple more. If you like this reading, would you please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Subscribing is free, and if you hit the notification bell, it will notify you automatically whenever I upload a new video. All right. Well, that one says I want to be seen. So this is the story card deck that I was talking to you all about if you watched last week's video. It's the deck that tells a story, and I said I love the Lenormand, but this one I might love just as much. And then we got the tarot deck. Okay, So we're going to tell a story here. And the first card, there's going to be 6 cards. We're going to pull out 6 cards. First card is about the main issue or the character. Second card is conflict. Third card is past. Fourth card is present. Fifth card is the future. And sixth card is the resolution. That happened last time. That's very interesting. Just one card. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Excuse me. All right, so we got our story here, but let's start by pulling out the, well, let's look at our major arcana here. So we have Chariot and the Star with Judgment. That came out in pile number 2, Judgment did. But moving forward, right? Ready to move forward in balance, because Chariot, you have to be in balance. It's like the white and the black horse. You got the yin and the yang, it's balance. This little pussycat needs to be balanced on all 4 in order for it to stay on the skateboard. Yeah, and it's just skating through its kingdom, somebody's kingdom. So the Chariot and the Star is a wish fulfillment. It's being balanced again. So there's a lot of balance going on here. Need for balance or being balanced. And in your balance, you are in your creative space. So the Star is healing, and it's a wish fulfillment. It's about being balanced too. Should I put this here? Nah, well, yeah, let's try that. The Judgment, we'll just move them out a bit. The Judgment card is about making the decisions that you make, listening to, the call. There's calling of your heart. It's about answering the call. Answering the call. The divine has made things possible for you to progress in some area, to move forward in some area, to heal, and to experience a wish fulfillment, putting you in a creative, very creative headspace, space of mind, And then we've got the timing wasn't right yet. That's kind of weird. The timing wasn't right yet. Okay, but that was then. Timing wasn't right then. And then what do we have? We have devotion. Being devoted to something, right? Whether it's a relationship or something that you want to create, you want to be devoted to it, like complete immersion of your heart. Your heart is into it. My heart is into this. I totally want to experience whatever it is my story is. Whatever we're going to look at as a situation, okay? So it wasn't time for you at the time to be completely committed to, devoted to a person, a thing, a situation, a project, a particular career, maybe a route, a path of education. The particular, if you want to become a doctor, you're just out of high school and you tried it and it wasn't working. I know this happened to me when I was wanting to go back to school to get my education. It was like I wasn't ready. Really, I wasn't ready, and I did poorly. And it wasn't until I was how old? 38? I don't even know how old. 38 years old, that I said, I still want to get a degree. And I went back to school. I started off social work, ended up, getting my license to be a counselor, a mental health counselor. It went very well. All A's. It didn't matter. I worked hard, but I always got the results I was looking for. So it didn't matter how hard I worked or how little I didn't work. I did terrible in the beginning. It was just not the right timing yet for me. So it could be something like that for you, that a relationship that you were in before, it wasn't the right time for the two of you to be together, to be devoted to each other, but now is the time. It's in the cards, basically. You are manifesting as number 11, creating space in your life for that particular union to come back together again, or you have a project or education like myself, a career, aspirations, goals, income, You know, you want to be, like, what was it, Brad Pitt? He said he was going to make his first 10 million, and he, in his first 5 years or something like that, and he did, and he took a picture or framed it, his $10 million check. That's probably not true. I probably am not portraying it for how it really is, but as the story is true, okay? But in any case, he had a goal in mind about how much money he wanted to make as an actor, and he achieved that within a very short period of time, and he had actually stipulated how many years it would be before you would see that kind of money. Okay, so that's what we got going on here. You are forward moving, balanced. The balanced pussycat on the skateboard. Pussycat is this star on its head, like I am a star. I am healed. I'm healing. I'm healed. I've heeded the call of my inner voice saying it's time for me to move forward towards whatever it was that you want to be. You may have wanted to be before, but it wasn't the right time. But so, you know, your heart's in it, fully in it, devoted, committed. Okay, so what is the issue or the character here? Pardon me. We've got visionary. Okay, wow, she's on a unicorn. Yeah, it's imagination. Visionary. She has a vision. She has a vision. She's got a little daisy on top of her head. She's enjoying herself on her unicorn. She can imagine herself riding through town on a unicorn. She has a vision. And by golly, she'll have a unicorn. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. That's what she shall have. Okay, and then we have the Princess of the Borderland. This was in pile number 1. So it might be something you might be feeling drawn to look at, because it was a love story, pile number 1. Princess of the Borderland is somebody who is on the fringe here, you see. She's living inside a tent. She's like living like love, love, love all around her. She's on the edge of this wheel. Yeah, so she is like this. It's kind of like another flower or a daisy. Same kind of thing. That she is riding the edge of her vision. She's on the edge of a vision that she is, it's unique to her, and it might be something unique to you. I mean, not to her, unique to you, that might be something unique to the world, is what I'm trying to say. Something, whatever it was that you want to be devoted to and move towards, and be a star in your own right, you know, it's be a wish fulfillment. It's a calling of yours that you've been wanting to be able to be in that kind of creative space to manifest your heart's desire, whatever that is. Okay, so this is the conflict, is that you are on the edge of it. You are living in the fringes, right? Instead of, this is your vision, riding through town on a unicorn. Okay, talk about uniqueness, right? Unicorns used to exist at one time. I firmly believe that, but just like anything else, right? But we don't see unicorns now. But you get in the right frame of mind, you'll see unicorns. Because if you want a unicorn, you, by golly, have a unicorn. Yeah, so you just have to take your vision to the city. You have to take it from just being in your head, being in your own mind, you know, just having these thoughts about it, like doing something to make it actually happen, to manifest. That's the conflict, is that you have been living in your mind about this, instead of actually, you hadn't been taking action towards it. It wasn't, you just felt it wasn't the right time, or when you wanted to take action, it just wasn't working out, so it wasn't the right time. But that's the conflict, is that you had been living with the idea of whatever it is that you want to create in your mind only, and you need to take it to the people. You need to put it out there, right? You need to take it out of the fringe and into the frying pan. Oh, just pardon me. Okay, so this is the past, the opportunity. Okay, there's an opportunity that came about or hasn't come about, and I'm feeling as though the opportunity to have been able to do it, to take it from your vision, take your vision to the people. And as I said before in the other pile, you build it and they will come. You build your vision, you introduce it to the people, to the public, right? Maybe it's an investor too, an investment group, whatever your idea is. You had that opportunity to do it, but you might have passed it up for one reason or another, fearful that, oh, nobody will, I want a unicorn. No one's going to invest in someone who wants a unicorn to show up, kind of thing. In other words, you might have felt as though your idea was too out there, and nobody was going to believe enough in you, and therefore it made you feel like you couldn't believe enough in yourself. All right? That was the past. The opportunity came and gone, but in life, as I said in pile 2, we walk our life and we keep passing doors. Pretend these are doors. And these doors are there for us to, step into and take advantage of, right? Because they're there for us. But if we're in the wrong frame of mind, fearful, believing that maybe what we want isn't what other people want, maybe no one's going to believe in me even when I believe in myself, that kind of thing, you kind of pass them by. But later on down the road, because you keep walking in life, they end up showing up again when you were ready for it. Okay, so let's find out what the present day energy is. Gratitude. You is sitting in a mind of gratitude, a heart full of gratitude. Gratitude saying, I've got this vision, I have got the wherewithal, I have the ability to present it, to put it out there. Although the timing wasn't right before, I'm in that space now. I've been listening to the call within me, which says the time is right now. Judgment is saying, make a decision, make it to do it. Make the decision to move forward, to do it. Just do it. Your heart will be met with rewards. You will have a wish fulfillment come true for you. And it's because you're feeling grateful now that you've had an opportunity and that the opportunity is coming back around for you. And so what will the future look like for you? Love. Love. Well, you're going to love your life. Just put it that way. You're going to love whatever it is that you're creating because other people are going to love it too. You see this again, it's a building. It's building like as though you've taken it to the people. You have put it out there. You've presented it. You have found the courage inside of you and having a heart filled with gratitude. See, she's got her hands crossed across her heart. She's filled with gratitude that she's had this vision, these opportunities, and that she has a way to be able to manifest it, to put it out there in the world and to make it happen. That's the only thing I want. It's the only thing I dream about. It's the only thing I want to do. I want to be completely devoted to it. Now, it could be love for something that you have, that you created, right? Or it's a person, a relationship that you want it to be devoted, have a devoted relationship with someone. They're devoted to you, you're devoted to them. It wasn't the right timing back then when you first met, but they may be coming back, and you can have that opportunity to be in that because you have been changing your mind. Like she's so in love, let's say, this unicorn. This unicorn represents the person, okay, that you've fell in love with. You saw them as being really unique, and that just ticked all the boxes for you and ticked your clock. You just thought, oh, they're just perfect for me. Perfect. Wasn't the right time. So then you had to go into like la la land and live on the fringe for a while because you were searing and pain and upset and disappointment and stuff like that you just kind of had to go into your own head. You had to go into your own head, live your own life in however way that looked like to you. You kind of secluded yourself, maybe kind of hermetized yourself. That you just wanted that opportunity that was passed by at that time. You want that opportunity to show up again, and it is, because you started to learn how to love yourself, to fill your heart with gratitude, become the master, number 11, master of your heart and your mind balance, the emotions, mind over matter and emotions. You've been able to master that. And that which is seeing you move forward. You were moving forward with gratitude, listening to the call of your heart that says, there is someone or something, but in this case we're talking about someone now, that my heart is devoted to. There is someone, and it's calling to me. It's calling to me, and that is my wish fulfillment, because it was back in the day, my wish fulfillment. I saw them as being unique and perfect for me. Totally in love, devoted then, but it just didn't work out for whatever the reasons were. But it's coming back around. This is your future energy. So what's the resolution? Work. Look at that. Okay, guys. So for the first scenario, where you have this idea that you needed to take to the city, right? Put it out there. Yeah, you're working it. You're putting it out there. You're doing what it takes. Like these ballerinas, right? They have to do a whole lot of work practicing their craft, right? To become strong, muscularly strong, and very, very not fragile, but flexible and elegant at the same time. Flexible, elegant. Yeah. They dance with such strength and confidence, but with emotional elegance. This is soft. It's soft. It can be dramatic, but it's mostly soft, like a white swan. But you're taking your skill, your ideal, your vision to the city, and you're going to be finding others being devoted to your idea, your craft, whatever it is, as you are devoted to yourself. So however you put it out, you'll get it back. The timing will be right then, you see. That is the resolution. Now, if it's a person situation here that you were in love with in the past and still have been, you fell in love with yourself, which then love comes in your future, you are going to be seeing, what is work and what does the city mean to you? You're going to be putting a whole lot of work into the relationship. The two of you will be working on your relationship together, because it is like something like this is, it's not something small, let's just say. It's big. It's overwhelming. It's like, it's going to be like all eyes on you. It's not going to be so much a private matter as it is going to be very public, in the sense that your co-workers are going to know about this. They're going to want to know this, that, and the other thing. Your family, that kind of thing. It's what it is that you are going to have to work at being able to keep your relationship as private as possible, but still loving your relationship, even though other people might be involved, or that it's on stage for all to see. That wherever you work, like maybe that's you and your person, right? And you are professional ballet or ballerinas, pardon me, and that you are literally on stage in front of an audience, right? In front of the world, in the city. The opera house or whatever. You are on stage. People are going to see you, and all that overwhelming busyness of this being like how many people that going to know about you, it could kind of get in the way of the two of you having private moments, spending more time, more time with each other, intimately, privately, you know, whether you're intimate or not, but privately, and less time in, you know, being surrounded by people. You might have that kind of life where if you got a big family, they just want you to be over at their house all the time, having meals and visiting and stuff like that, going here, there, and everywhere. And you're thinking, this is great. I'm glad they love my person. I'm glad they're happy to see me happy. But they're constantly inviting us over, and we're expected to do this, that, and the other thing with them. And we just need some time by ourselves. We need to be able to spend time with ourselves, with each other, alone. That's going to be work, okay? That's work. So for an intimate relationship, it's like all eyes are on you. That could be getting between you and your ability to spend alone time with your person. That's what I'm saying. Now, if it's has to do with you manifesting not that relationship back with somebody else, but manifesting a new opportunity to put your ideas, your vision out there in the world, then that's it's leading to you getting an awful lot of orders, awful lot of attention, an awful lot of work as a result. It's all just positive stuff, positive for that, particularly that scenario. Now it could be that you meet your person when you're at work, or you work that person, you know, you've had a relationship with somebody that you worked with, or you just got a job at the same place that your past person works at. Whether you know it or not, I don't know. But yeah, it could be that, or it could be that family, friends, coworkers are just like so happy for the two of you. They just enjoy the two of you together. They just want you all to themselves all the time, and that you just don't get enough time to just spend time alone with your person. Okay, so let's find out what the tarot has to say about this situation. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, see, you know, so that's coming together. It's coming back on. It's a reunion for the love scenario. It's a reunion for the love scenario. But it's also social, right? Again, it could be that where you have to be involved in a lot of social gatherings, be in attendance to events and stuff like that, and that it's just living the life in a city this big, like let's say it's New York, let's say. Living in a city that big, there's so much to do all the time. It doesn't matter what day, what time of day or night, that you're just being, you know, so pulled here, there, and everywhere, and you're enjoying it and all that sort of stuff. But it's like, phew, when are you and I ever going to have our time together? We're so busy going here and there with family and friends, co-workers, stuff like that. We need to spend time together. We have the star, right? Wish fulfillment. Again, it's just confirming that this is a wish fulfillment for you, whether it's a love situation or your idea is being put out there and you're getting a lot of work as a result. Maybe you're an artist, right? And you're getting commissioned to do a set of paintings, whatever your art is, or just the fact that you've you invented something, and there's a lot of orders coming through. That's going to see you working hard, right? I build urn boxes for our pets, ashes. I build urn boxes, handmade, with wood species and my power tools, and I'm going to be putting them out on Mercari, Etsy, Walmart, my account at Walmart, and Facebook Marketplace. And I fully expect that I'll get orders, and then I'm going to be working a lot of hours crafting, building these urn boxes for people who've ordered them. So that's the same thing. It's like you might be going from your idea just going out there, and it's just finally picking up some attention. Suddenly it picks up a lot of attention, and then you got orders coming out the yin yang, right? So happy, happy. Then we have 14 Temperance, 10 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. 3 of Cups, social gatherings, reunion for the love scenario. The Star, it's a wish fulfillment. Temperance, it's like it's balance, it's happy, it's healing, it's beautiful. You're just feeling so good in your own skin, doing what you're doing creatively, or the relationship is tempered in that the heart and mind is balanced. It's like the angels are all over it kind of thing. And the 10 of Wands is that the burdens that you might be feeling as a result of with the relationship of having, you know, family, friends, coworkers wanting to spend a lot of time with you and your person, or just with you keeping you away from your person. Let's just say that too, right? That you want to spend more time with your person than you want to be spending with your friends, family, and coworkers, right? So that could be a heavy burden for you that you're going to let go of, because you're going to be devoting yourself to your person, saying, I'm sorry, family, friends, coworkers, I love you dearly, and I just so enjoy so much time with you that we spend together, but I really do need to hang out with my person too. So this weekend is off limits. I'm spending time with my person and my person only. That kind of thing. That's you being in charge. King of Coins, King of Pentacles. That's you feeling very down to earth, practical about the time that you have to spend, right? Whether it's always with family, friends, coworkers, or with the person that you're devoted to. You want to spend time with, because you're getting that opportunity to do it. And for the other situation where you created something from your vision, you are like King of Pentacles. She's just like, you are the person to go to about money, right? The King of Pentacles, you may need to actually seek, because you're getting so much work from it, you may actually need to seek somebody who is a financial guru, financial advisor, to help you get your money smart. Put your money smart, right? Or it's just you rolling around your own coin, that you feel like you're on top of the world. You are the king of your own kingdom. You are now, after taking the necessary steps to seek putting yourself out there, your ideas out there, your vision out there, feeling grateful that you have the opportunity to do so. You're so in love with your idea. People are in love with you, because what you put out, you get back. You're in love with your idea. They're in love with your idea. This is the right time now. The time wasn't right before. So the public is ready for you, and that the orders are coming in. Next thing you know, you need a few bank accounts. Not just one. You might even need to buy a safe to keep your profit, to keep your profit safe and secure. Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. Either way you look at it, from a loving relationship or something that you're doing that you are very creative about, creating space for. You've created space in your life for that love to return to you by, healing yourself, following the call to your heart to love, that you've started feeling grateful for everything that you have and not what you're lacking. Your mind wasn't focusing on feeling lack, but feeling fulfilled, grateful that love does come back. It's a future card, does come back into your life, and you're just going to need to be able to find a way to make time for that person, quite literally, to make time for that person in your life, because you're a busy person with people love you and want to spend time with you, that sort of thing. Or if it's a product or service that you're making and you put out to the public, you're just going to be so busy, so busy. There's death, transformation. Yes, transformation. This one wants to come out too. We got the Ace of Cups. Wow. And the Knight of Cups. Wow, guys. So this is your higher self's advice for the situation is, let it die. Let everything die. Let it, let yourself allow yourself to be transformed, not worrying about this, that, or the other thing, not worrying about other people wanting your time. Just do what makes your heart sing. Follow your heart, follow the love. The Ace of Cups, this is self-love, as well as, the divine bringing love into your life, which the divine fills us, inspires us with love, right? This is love. Love for yourself, love for your art, love for your person, your relationship, your coupleship, your union, whatever. Just be happy and allow love to fill your cup. With the Knight of Cups, you're going to be feeling very, very loved up by the universe or your person, okay? Loved up by the person that you want to be devoted to, that you were in the before, but it wasn't the right time for the two of you to be together. They're coming back. You're going to be loved up by them, the Knight of Cups. They're bringing forward this cup of their love, devotion to you. And not only are you loved up by the universe, you've been able to find love for your life, for you. You've been able to find love for yourself, for your love for your life, for what you can do, what you have to offer the world. You have the ability to be all that you want to be. And you might want to look at pile number 2, because it has a lot to do with becoming the person you wanted to become, that you knew you could become. And so that work card, boy, you are going to, be busy. Just put it that way. That's the resolution. You're going to be busy. Busy trying to be with your person, so then you're making time for your person, or you're busy fulfilling orders for your product services. Okay? All right, guys. I hope that was helpful for you. So the divine is just saying, allow the transformation, just get into the flow, allow things to just drop away that are no longer good for you. Just keep saying, I love my life. I'm good. I'm good. It doesn't matter what people want from me. If I want, it's all about what I want. And as long as I'm not hurting anyone else, right? Or myself, then it's all about what I want. And it's just going to be filled. People are going to be wanting to fill my cup with orders. Orders, or my person is wanting to fill my cup with their love and devotion. Okay? Take care of yourself, and like, share, and comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified automatically every time I upload a new video if you care to subscribe. So, keep bumping the camera. But until next time, take care of yourself. Bye for now.